So hi, welcome to my podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
We're back. Remember how we joked about how
We're back, baby.
we're going to, we'll tweet if anything, to remind everybody that we're not going live, and then we didn't do that.
Not a single fucking tweet.
No.
There were text messages, but there were no tweets.
No, well, listen, and we'll get into it, but I forgot because my phone was locked up for all of Monday night.
The hell? What's going on there?
Oh, we'll get into it. But Gloria and I both went to a lot of shit. A lot of shit over the past 2 weeks. That's why we have been AOL. I think that's what the kids say. I don't know.
It's
we're on Do Not Disturb on Discord. That's better.
that's what the kids say. Actually, that is what the kids say. MIA. MIA is what you meant to say.
There
MIA.
You go. But I saw Memphis Mayfire with Catch Your Breath and Another Day Dawns at House of Independence on the 7th. So that was what? 2 Thursdays ago now? A week and a half ago? I don't know.
A year ago.
I don't fucking know what week we're in. And that was one hell of a good time. Wow, your drink wasn't good.
No, it tastes like dirt. Sorry, I didn't mean to make a face. It's just it called me up. Put that over there.
And that was one hell of a good time. There were a lot of people there. Another Day Dawns rocked. Catch Your Breath was glad I finally got to see them. They blew up at the top of the year. And this was the first time that they were coming to my area, so I had to go.
Of course.
Yes. And then Memphis Mayfire, they put on one hell of a show. It was crazy to see that kind of production in that room when, like, the bands I work with headline that room when they do their album release shows. So it was like, now I've got, like, there's a band in front of me that plays rooms double or triple that size.
Yeah.
And they got like I walked in and they had like their own lighting, like
fucking fire coming out.
They had like their own lighting rig that like the lighting control board, like they had their own and shit. I was like, this is gonna get intense. It did. It was foggy as all hell in there. You really couldn't see much of anything.
Fog machine got a little.
The lights were so fucking bright. Let me tell you.
So it was actually an awful experience.
No, they put on a great show. They're always great. I always make sure to catch them when they're in town. And then that following Monday, so the 11th, when we were supposed to do our podcast, my phone was locked up for a good chunk of the evening because I went to the Fall Out Boy VMAs pre-recording that fell in my lap last minute. And that was one hell of an experience.
How did that happen? What the VMAs?
Yeah, there's a ticketing website called One Iota.
I know that.
Yeah, they were doing all the VMA stuff. So like all of the pre-recorded stuff and the actual VMAs, you could put in to get free tickets. So I signed up and got picked.
And you saw Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, I saw Fall Out Boy, but
is that New York?
No, it was in Newark, so it was in New Jersey because the VMAs are at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. So it's only like an hour from my house.
So did you see like all of the VMAs performances?
No, it was just they were pre-recording it because the VMAs were that Tuesday. So they were doing like some pre-recorded, some that were actually going to be live. So I just caught Fall Out Boy. There was another artist that was on, like, that was going to be recording, but the day was a shit show and I didn't know what time it was. So Fall Out Boy went first and I was like, you know what? It feels like it's about midnight, so I'm just going to leave.
In reality, it was like 7 p.m.
It was like
old man
Shane. It was like 10. Like it wasn't that late.
Exactly. Hey, but that's fair though. You Fall Out Boy's the only one you cared about.
Since I left early, I wasn't allowed to go to the actual VMAs on Tuesday if I wanted to sign up and try to get a ticket.
What?
They took a picture of my ID on the way out because they sent out an email that 100 people that attended this performance would get, if you had already signed up for VMA tickets, you would get like pushed up in the queue and you'd get tickets to go in the VMAs. But the part of the agreement was that you had to stay for the whole thing. And I had no intentions of going on Tuesday anyway. Like I didn't give a single fuck. But I just thought that like that's a hilarious punishment because like the people that are there for Fall Out Boy, they're leaving before whoever's coming on next. Don't give a fuck about the rest of the VMAs. Like,
they don't give a fuck about Doja Cat.
Or whatever K-pop band is like, fucking performing there. Yeah. Like that's why I was like, ooh, I was just so excited to get my phone back. I willingly handed over my ID and let them take all the angles of it.
Pictures as you want.
I was like, do you want me to hold it? I can pose with it.
He's like, do you want my birth certificate? Social security? Get me the fuck out of here. Dude, that's fucking crazy.
But it was one hell of a wait time because there was rain. It was coming down pretty hard at one point. So everything got pushed back. And I don't know whose idea it was to have a bunch of people waiting with their phones locked up. But it was easily the most bored I've been in a while.
That shit had to be rough.
Yeah, because I went by myself and I was bored out of my mind. I didn't say 3 words to anybody for the duration of the time I was there.
You didn't talk to anyone?
No.
You weren't just like, hey, you like Fall Out Boy? It's crazy. No.
Why the fuck would I talk to why would I talk to people? You're a little bit more social than I am. I got no interest in talking to anyone.
If I have no phone, I gotta fucking resort to some other form of
that's okay. I got they had free water, so I got a water and I was just
reading the back of the label.
Yeah, reading the back of the label and flipping it back and forth. I also read the label of the poncho that they gave me. A lot.
You're reading all the labels, actually.
Yeah,
in both languages.
Yeah, that was the most entertaining part of the VMAs. But yeah, the waiting part itself was excruciating because it was a lot of sitting, and then they started moving the line into the performance area, and then it stopped, and then they started moving them again, and then they just moved us into the street that they had shut down in rows. So now we're just standing waiting even longer
in a street.
Yeah. It was closed down. Don't worry, it's all good. But and then finally, Lord only knows what time it is because by this point, I'm convinced it's midnight already, and it was probably like 8:30. Like I just thought it was midnight the whole time. Once the sun went down, all sense of time was lost.
Which is fair.
Yeah, so they finally brought us in. The performance itself was cool, being that close to Fall Out Boy because it's like standing room. There were only a couple hundred people. Like I was maybe 10 rows away from smelling Fall Out Boy.
Pete Wentz. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Does he still have his long hair?
Yeah, he had it up like in a bun.
Yeah, no, he needs to cut that.
Yeah. Him and Patrick in their suits kind of looked like Little Pump in that. You saw
Kanye.
that.
Yeah,
the Little Pump and Kanye music video. Because when I sent it, nobody got it, and then the performance went off, and Atticus was like, "I see exactly what you meant."
Yeah, I saw like a picture before the performance went up. I don't know. I think they did like a press photo or something for it, and I was like, "Oh my god,
it looks terrible."
That's literally what they. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, it was terrible. So yeah, that was cool. But yeah, the actual performance was cool. They played "We Didn't Start the Fire." They did it 3 times. And then when they ended, the crowd started singing "Sugar We're Going Down" at them. So Patrick led an a cappella version of it, and then they walked off stage. So that was pretty cool.
So fucking cute. Yeah. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, like the crowd just like started from the chorus, and he was like, "Yo, hold up," and started it from the beginning.
Yeah. Did they record that as well?
No, no, but they got the cameras going on the crowd, bro. Let me tell you, because nobody wanted to get hype for "We Didn't Start the Fire." It's 9/11, and this guy is singing the Twin Towers line. And there were like people behind me that were like, "I don't know, this song there's something about it that's just like, I don't know, it doesn't seem right."
No, it's just a little problematic.
And the person next to me was like, "I don't know, he could go up there and snort, and I would be so happy because I'm in front of Patrick Stump."
Dude, that's literally my reasoning for some shit. That's actually, I like these people.
I was like, yeah,
get me in that crowd.
You're so real for that. But yeah, the experience itself was cool, but I don't know if that's what the One Iota things are like. I might pass next time.
Really?
Yeah, because
you could always be.
The waiting is painful.
That does sound, yeah, because I used to sign up for a lot of the fucking like shows, the night shows or whatever, like fucking Trevor Noah. Gone now, it doesn't do that anymore, but Trevor Noah, but the writer's strike as well kind of fucked that up. Go writers. I'm not angry about that.
Just that you can't sign up for shit.
I just can't sign up for shit. I can't see my silly little late night show, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've tried that. Never gotten picked, but I'm happy you saw that, and I'm happy now I know what their process is, because that sounds. How early in advance did they let you know?
I was told Friday.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but they had moved.
Well, that's
so
that's
the
bad if you're
performance.
traveling
Yeah, but
far.
the point is like don't travel because like your entry, if you get a general ticket, isn't guaranteed. Priority is the only because they give out tickets in excess of capacity because they assume that a percentage of the crowd every single time will not show up.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, I mean, literally point proven. Sam was also picked because we both signed up and they couldn't go. So
Yeah.
they just that's like
The
why
seat was already
that,
filled.
that's why they
Yeah.
give up in excess. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how the shows go. I had signed up for the all-time low GMA performance back in 2020.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that never happened because COVID was like a week before that. They were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, everything's done."
We're like,
Yeah. So
I think
that,
we're not gonna do that.
that never
anymore.
happened. And then
Yeah.
that Wednesday, I saw Bad Omens, Era, and I See Stars. That was one hell of a show. All of the bands were incredible. I See Stars. I mean,
Fucking.
they're
I see stars.
they're a cool band. I've never gotten into them, but I know there were a lot of people there excited because it was their first tour back, and that was a good time.
That's a big deal. Yeah.
And then Era, that was probably the best set I've seen by them. It's like my fifth or sixth time seeing that band, and that is the best set they've put on.
What made it like their best set? Were they just more into it this time?
Yeah, and there were just a lot of people there, and the people around me were into them too, which was cool. It wasn't because I hung further back, so I wasn't in with like the Bad Omens crowd. You know, I was like kind of chilling in the back. But
Bad
what
Omens
I
crowd.
thought was the back was actually more so the middle of the crowd because I escaped for the encore because I wanted to scoot out of there, and I had to walk pretty far back to get to the actual back. There were a lot of people in that fucking place. And then Bad
Did you
Omens.
get any merch?
No.
Sorry. Damn, I was gonna say because I know their merch.
No, it's
Seemed like you say I had a Jonah for me.
too expensive. Too expensive.
That's fair.
And
Fair.
too long of a line.
Yeah.
And then Bad Omens came on. One hell of a show. They always put on a great show, and but the crowds just keep getting worse. It's getting to the point where like I don't want to see them.
Damn, really?
Yeah, like there were dudes in front of me, like big burly dudes that weren't letting anyone in front of them, like because they were like, "No, it's full up there," and then people were just like, it would just pile up. Until,
I hate when they say that.
It was just
There's
like
always fucking space up
people
there.
were piling up behind these people, and I'm chilling off to the side. I got a spot like because there was a barricade that was wrapped around because the sound booth was off to the side, like next to some stairs. So I was on the barricade around the sound booth, and I thought that was a pretty good spot. At certain points of the night, it was. At certain points of the night, I was wishing that I was outside of the venue. I was so squished in there, but they put on a great show. I'm just like kind of at the point where it's like if it ain't an arena, I might just sit it out. But I'm also getting old enough where next time they tour, if there's a balcony, I can just go up there because I'll be 21 by then.
You have to be 21 to be on a balcony?
Most of them, yeah. At least in Philly, a lot of the balconies
That's
are 21
crazy.
plus.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for mine, it's. I've seen fucking kids hang from the balcony, and they're just fucking legs dangling on the side. I'm like, that's not safe.
Because it's like at Franklin Music Hall, which is where this show was. They have like a snack stand area where you can get water and shit from, but then like most venues just go up to the bar to get water. This bar is closed off. They check you to make sure you're stamped, and you can't come out. So you have to hang out in the bar area, and then the upstairs is all a bar, which is why you can't go up there either.
Okay.
The TLA is the same reason. There's a bar upstairs, and they just kind of keep it to 21 plus. And I think the Fillmore is the same thing, which are all like the big venues in Philly with balconies. So I'll just be able to escape the crowd.
Hell yeah, man. It's gonna be a good year next year for you, man. It's gonna be a good ass year. Hell yeah. I went to 2 shows as well. Well, you went to 3. I went to 2. No. Whatever. Tomato. I saw Ice Nine Kills, In Spirit, He Is Legend, and The Funeral Portrait. All these bands I only knew Ink in advance. I talked to the funeral portrait guys in advance. Lee, if you're watching this, fuck you. He's cool. I like Lee. Lee's cool. Um, but yeah, great performance. Funeral portrait fucking killed it. They started fucking like swinging guitars everywhere at that. And I was like, okay, guys, calm down. You're doing too much. But it was good performance, good, stage presence, all that shit. Well done, guys. Um, in spirit was interesting. I feel like I'm not their demographic. And I don't feel like a lot of people there were their demographic in the nicest way possible. It's just like I feel like it's the wrong generation. It's
They looked
and same
older.
with and same with He Is Legend. Um, I think it was He Is Legend. It might have been In Spirit. Both of their sets kind of blurred together because they were back to back and they were playing this very similar music. And the guys looked very similar as just older guys. And I was like, okay, I think literally if Funeral Portrait didn't have like fucking young guys with fucking dyed hair, I would have thought they were all the same band. But they were just not my type of music. And they started off their set with like, "What are your favorite band's favorite band?" And I was like, okay, hell yeah, this is gonna be fucking sick. And then it just like wasn't. It was just like a little low energy for me. Some of the vocals were really good, so I'll give them that. Like, hell yeah, I fucking cracked that shit. Um, Ink went on by far their best performance. I've seen them. Oh, this is embarrassing. That was my fifth time seeing them. Ooh, ooh. That was my fifth time seeing them, and it was like vocally their best performance. They had fucking Joe and Ricky's mics fucking cranked all the way up. You could actually hear them this time. They weren't buried in the mix. Spencer's fucking growls and screams and fucking vocals, everything was fucking incredible. It was just like they had everything on point for that show. Security in that venue fucking sucked. Apparently there was a whole miscommunication. The first 4 rows, because it was an auditorium, that's not the right word, it was a theater. The first 4 rows of the theater, so maybe like the first 50 seats in the front, were supposed to be reserved, but they let general admission in and then had to push everyone back as more people were coming in, so it was like a big scramble of trying to get seats. Thankfully I got like literally the row right before all the celebrities because my friends saved me a seat. I got yelled at by like 3 security members for trying to toss Ricky's bouquet. Still got him that goddamn bouquet. Hell yeah. But I got yelled at. And I fucking spoke to the head man in charge for fucking security. George, thank you, George. I kept throwing his name around. I was like, George said I could do this. George said I could do that because he told me to do that. But they were just like, I don't fucking know who that is. Get the fuck back to your seat. And I was like, whoa. I was like, calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down. I fucking stood my ground though, and I got to the fucking reserved pit where it was like maybe 50 people in there. They could have fit more people in there. Whatever. I got to fucking watch It Is the End from fucking Barricade. I touched Barricade. I fucking got him his bouquet. Happy I left. They glared at me the entire time. I sat my ass back in my seat, and it was a great fucking show. They had balloons come down. Awesome shit. My next show. Ooh, embarrassing. Ice Nine Kills again.
Oh wow, no way.
No way. Big surprise. It was Ice Nine Kills, Crown the Empire, and Falling in Reverse, and Slaughter to Prevail. I'm gonna start with the fucking opener, Crown the Empire. I got to do VIP again. You can see my little VIP pass there, right there. That's actually the first one. The second one is there, so I kind of lied. But I got to see Crown again. It was very cool. They remembered us. They were very happy to see us. Fucking Jeeves, fucking main man, awesome man. Really cool, awesome seeing them. I now have fucking matching necklaces with Hayden, so that's awesome. They did amazing. It was literally just my friend and I in the crowd who were like screaming and singing along to their shit. So much so that Andy was just facing us for the majority of the performance because we were the only people fucking singing their songs, which was cool. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. And then it was Slaughter to Prevail. I gotta watch what I say here. Great vocal performance. The guy's a jackass, personality wise,
What he
opinion
stands
wise.
for, yeah.
He's kind of like a really awful person. Honestly, great fucking performance. I loved the masks. I loved the energy. I thought him bashing the fucking mic into his head. I've seen him do that before in like videos and shit. It's just kind of like do you have to do like we get it. It kind of loses its spark after like the second time he did it.
Mhm.
And I was like, now you're just bleeding and it's kind of awkward just watching you kind of slam yourself in the face with a mic. I don't know. I found it really awkward after the first time I was like, oh shit, hell yeah. And then he just kept going and I was like, okay, it's kind of boring now. Like it's like
We get it. Like,
we get it. You know, you're hurting yourself. Oh. But honestly, fucking great performance. Then it was Einstein Kills. I got fucking bum rushed by 3 security guards when I tried to toss Ricky his bouquet. He did not get that bouquet because I had 3 fucking buff ass 6'5" men screaming at me while I fucking have a bouquet in hand. I'm like, guys, I'm not a threat. I'm just trying to fuck. But so fuck you guys. Awful security at that venue. All just mean people, but it's New York, so I guess
what are you gonna do about it?
literally. So yeah, just mean ass people. Not a single nice security person there at all.
Yeah, average New York.
And just a strange crowd as well. Like I did not feel safe there, like at all. There was a guy with a fucking Trump 44, and it was like Trump, but like as like a fucking 44 gun or whatever. It was like Glock 40. I don't fucking know what it was, but I was like, this is
you didn't
not
get a
good
good enough look. You didn't want to find out.
No, I was like, this is not a good look. So yeah, the fucking Ink did an amazing job. Still really fucking good. They got all their shit down. Obviously didn't have the same amount of flair that the Silver Scream Con did because they had all their transitions because it was their big show. But still a great performance. Following in reverse, I stayed there at my seat almost for the entire set and went off to get food and whatever. But great show. He's great with the crowd. He has all his shit down. He has it rehearsed, all his little, in between little bits where he talks like, this is the heaviest fucking sign, and then it's fucking Bad Girls Club. So it's like he has it down, but it still felt fresh.
Yeah.
It still felt like, oh, I can't wait. It wasn't like, okay, get it over with. It was like, oh my god, this is so exciting. Then again, it's only the second time that I've seen him. I'm sure when it gets like 5 and 6, 7, it's
You're like,
dude,
all right, fuck off, dude. Come on.
Play the fucking song,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, we get it.
We get it. But yeah, that was my concert experience in a rundown. All seats, crazy. Haven't done that in a while, but good ass shows. Shit ass security, good ass shows though.
Yeah.
Amen.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm patiently waiting for November to come around for the Ice Nine Kills, Avatar, New Year's Day.
Oh, I can't wait.
In this moment too is going to be there. Run that I've been putting off getting tickets to, but I will be attending. Don't worry. Be attending. Yeah, That's crazy. I checked. I will be attending too. Oh wow, no way. I checked. I made sure New York ain't selling that fast. I got time. Thank God.
Good.
I was afraid Ice Nine Kills got like too big where like the shit would sell too fast. Like I know they've gotten bigger since last time I've seen them, but like I didn't know if they had gotten to like I gotta buy these tickets right now level or else I'm paying $100 to go. But I got time. I got time.
That's crazy because my tickets are like flat rate like $100. I'm not buying those shits though.
Yeah, my
no fucking way.
The one in New York City is a big ballroom, so there's 2 balconies as well as the pit. So
there's plenty of space.
Get the cheap seats and chill out.
That shit. Recline, get a little drink. Yeah, you're good.
But we got plenty of music to talk about because we missed 2 weeks, well, a week, and now another week has since happened since then. So that's 2 weeks of music, and there's a lot to talk about.
There's a lot.
Conquer Divide put out their new album, Slow Burn. We got to chat with the band about the album. It is out now. I
that one a lot. Yeah, I liked that one.
Yeah, that was a good chat. And the album fucking rips. I'd like to shout out Afterthought because that song is just a fucking ripper.
Is that .wav?
Yeah.
Wave?
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's the one I mentioned in the interview where I was like, dude.
Yeah.
Shut up. Yeah, that's also my favorite. Fucking love that track.
But I do love the way that this album opens as well. I think it really, it sets the tone because there's a lot of, there's some harder rock songs on here, but there are also plenty of fucking just straight up ass beaters. And I think that the opening track is kind of the perfect middle ground.
Absolutely.
And but yeah, this album's fucking incredible. It's so good. I've been patiently waiting because, this band, we talked about it in the interview. It's been a long time since the last record, but I've known about them for a minute. So I've been patiently waiting.
Patiently waiting to talk to them and listen to them.
Yeah.
Great fucking album. You kind of took all my points because Afterthought was also my favorite. I was gonna be like, dude, it's fucking ass kicker, fucking crazy ass song. I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, Nova. I ran it back a couple of times. I was like, I gotta listen to this a couple more times. So fucking good. Just a solid record. It didn't really have any parts where I was snoozing. It just it had me the entire time. And I was just excited to listen to it again because I was like, oh, I forgot about this record. Let me listen. It was like a surprise, like listening to it for the first time again. But of course, I was looking forward to Afterthought. And when I saw it fucking come up, I was like, this is my fucking song.
Yeah.
I love it. Great
So
record. Dark Divine dropped a new album, Deadly Fun.
We got to chat with Dark Divine.
We love Dark Divine. Crazy shit, actually.
Second time we've done it. EP and album. The album is fucking awesome. I've given it multiple spins now. I said it in the interview, and he kind of echoed it as well. It's like this one is definitely a little bit more like going towards like that broader audience. Like I felt like Halloween Town, great fucking EP. Don't get me wrong.
Fucking love that.
Definitely was like a little bit more niche, like in the sound, but this one way broader. Obviously the singles were going after that. The deep cuts on the record are more so in that like a Halloween Town-esque kind of thing.
Spooky-ish,
where it's yeah. But I love the album all the way through. It definitely took that second listen for me to like really click, because the first time I was like, I like this, but I don't love it. And that second listen, I gave it the full spin, and I was like, yeah, no, this shit rips. Like, they're out right now with Black Veil Brides. Like, if you can go see them, That's one hell of a tour.
I've only heard good things about their live performance. So like, I've literally never heard like, no energy, blah, blah, blah. Like, I've only heard this band is fucking incredible. So you should probably go see them live. This album's fucking incredible. I listened to it. I was like, this is good. This is a really solid record. And second listen, I was like, oh, this is still a really solid record. But I don't know, man. Halloween Town, that shit still has me in a headlock a little bit, because it's niche, but it has all the little things that I like, where it's just that niche, where it's just like, I like the fucking breakdown in the song with Ricky, whatever the hell, where it's that just that spooky and it's like that shit stays in I think about that like every day, because it's just so fucking perfect. So I love this record. It's definitely going to help them grow their audience, but I don't want them to completely abandon the super niche shit. But there were other songs on this record that had that little flair. But just don't forget it completely, guys.
Don't forget about the spooky.
Don't forget about it.
I don't think they'll forget about the spooky anytime soon. I mean, the stage performance, and even the cover art and the music videos and everything, still
all their shit
go with the spooky kind of vibe. But obviously, it was fitting for an EP called Halloween Town to be as spooky as you can possibly make it.
I would hope so.
Yeah. So, but I was glad to see more of a balance, just because I obviously like that EP, but I like the blend here of the broader audience stuff and the more niche spooky shit. I'm here for that.
This shit, great introduction to them. But if you only know this album, please listen to Halloween Town. That's all I gotta say.
I agree with that. UnityTX dropped their new album, Ferality. We got to chat with the band about it. Chatted with Jay. It was a great time. It was a very long chat, an hour. If you've got an hour in your day, go watch it.
Or 30 minutes if you put it in 2 times speed.
Don't recommend.
No, don't. Because I know we both talk really fast when we're doing the off the cuff questions. So you're not gonna be able
to get them out as fast as possible. What if I forget about what I'm saying?
Exactly, before my brain fucking fucks it all up. That's happened like twice recently, where I'm just like, oh, fucking sucks so bad. But great fucking album, solid ass album. My favorite single was Rock Shit.
Mhm.
And I told him that. I was like, dude, this song, you did something with this song. It's fucking flawless. And just fucking going into the album with the idea of Rock Shit, they did not disappoint. That shit carries through the entire record, and Rock Shit falls right into place. I wish it was a little earlier in the record because that shit gets me hype as hell.
Mhm.
But it was perfect to have something to look forward to near then, because I'm pretty sure it was like second to last
It was
song?
third to last.
Third to last.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like right at the end. Fucking immaculate album. I love this band. I love their sound. I love the blend. I just love how it's a very angry record. As
Mhm.
if you listen to the interview, it's very angry. But it's still just so fucking hype. Like it's still just like a like I can't. I fucking love it. I
Yeah,
love it so
yeah.
much.
Yeah, this album is pretty fucking awesome. I was able to tell you so quickly where Rock Shit was because I wanted to shout out the last 4 tracks on the album, Killing Alchemy, all the way down to the end where, you know, it caps off with World of Malice, because that 4-track run is fucking incredible. And I know we talked about it in the interview about the track list and how it, you know, it starts off very experimental and then it gets almost like down to that broader audience shit, because like if you're gonna ride with the weird shit, you're gonna like
enjoy the shit.
The stuff at the end. But I almost wish that it opened with that 4-track run, just because it was like I knew what was coming, but like just to kick you in the face right to begin with, because like, you know, listening to the album again, the opener, it just, I don't know, like it's experimental, but like and hearing why it makes sense, but like just listening to it without all that context, I'm like, dude, like I don't know. I feel like that 4-track run there to open the record would have just been, you know. But other than
maybe
that,
it's just me. I would have liked Rock Shit as the opener. I feel like that shit would have been crazy as fuck just as opener. But you know,
it's all good.
I'm not in Unity.
But they also didn't spoil, you know, the fucking banging tracks. I almost, as much as I just sat here and was like, well, I want those to be the openers. Like, it's also pretty cool if they close the record. So listen, having an opinion and then immediately going back on it, I don't know. I guess the
that's the fun part of being a podcaster.
I guess the album was just that good because like it makes sense there too. But all in all, I very much enjoyed the album. Definitely spin it if you like music.
That's a good suggestion.
You might like this music.
There's a good chance. There's a very good chance.
If you like heavy music specifically, if you like classical music, you might not like this one.
Don't fuck off. I'm sorry.
You might like this one, or you could fuck off, as Glory says. But
either or.
You know, heavy music, you'll probably like this one.
Or
one song.
Like fucking, what is it? Just rap, like fucking rock rap, that type of shit.
Rap rock.
I wouldn't even classify it as like rap rock because it's like its own fucking beast in the song. It's not like it's like that Linkin Park type of rap where it's kind of like
when I think rap rock, I'm thinking like Limp Bizkit, and I was like, like, this isn't Fred Durst fucking rhymes.
No, it's not. Like it's its own fucking thing in the song, and it's just like, I don't fucking know how to describe it. It's just they nail it so perfect. I love this band.
Yeah,
I love this band. Sydney Sprague dropped a new album. Somebody in Hell Loves You. Sydney.
We did chat with Sydney about the new album. It is out now.
Spoiler alert.
It was another pretty good chat. We chatted with her the day that the headlining tour was announced. So, you know, we didn't cap off the interview with it, but we did start, or we didn't start the interview with it, but we started our, you know, hey, how you doing with, you know, pretty nice day you're having here.
Like, good day, right?
Yeah, no, not bad. But yeah, the album is fucking incredible. She is so fucking good at what she does. I shouted it out in the interview. I gotta shout it out now though. God damn it, Jane, my favorite song on the album. It's so good. And, you know, obviously hearing the backstory behind that song as well, you know, where it's like the one song on the album that she like pulled the memory way out of the back of her head, was super cool. And it's also like, it was just about something that she witnessed, not something that actually happened to her. That was all cool to very cool to hear about. But yeah, I enjoyed this full fucking album. So good.
Absolutely. It didn't fucking stop. My favorite song was actually, I'm pretty sure it was the Star one. It was Big Star Go. In my head, it translates to Go Star Go. I don't know why. It's just I'm cheering the fucking star on. But I fucking love that track. This album is incredible. It flows very well. I don't know. Sydney, you just fucking crushed it. It feels very different from her last record. But it's still obviously the same artist. So it's just like it's good. I really fucking love it. I love Sydney. Well done.
Resolve dropped their new album, Human. We chatted with Robin from Resolve again. We caught up about their debut. We are now at the sophomore album, and it was super fucking cool to catch up with him because a lot has happened with the band since then. They really taken off. In Europe. So it was super cool to catch up, and what a fucking album, because and we talk about it in the interview, and you should go watch it because it was a great chat.
Go listen, go watch.
That the last record, like this record, is just worlds heavier than the last one. Like it's night and day. Like the way this album opens, fucking crazy, and it's just like, and it's also a great. It's just a great blend, because I noticed at least at one point in the album where it was like a seesaw, where it was like one song was super heavy, the next one was like almost like a rock song, because the last one was so fucking ass beater that this song like I feel like I'm listening to like classical music now. I don't know, like the dichotomy of the two throughout the record. Yeah, big word there. Whoa!
Oh my god, you scared the shit out of me. Who am I talking to?
I need one of the Steam Decks so that when I use a big word, I can just hit a button and big word alert can come up on the stream.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but the dichotomy of the two, it's in my vocabulary now.
Stop using that word. You're scaring me. Get the fuck out of here.
It's awesome, and something I caught on to in my second listen. Obviously, I heard the record. I realized that the songs were different, but I caught on to it the second time. But overall, an incredible album, an incredible listen. That fucking opener, though, fucking crazy, dude.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. I do love this record. I loved their fucking last one, but I just want to touch on the interview. I love Robin. That man's fucking piece of fucking art. I love that guy. I meant to say sunshine. My brain kind of glitched for a second. Piece of fucking sunshine. Just so fucking kind. It was great to see him 2 years later.
Yeah, it was 2 years later. Almost to the month.
Yeah, it was crazy because we put it out, I think, the same month that we spoke to him, but we had a long ass backlog back then, so it was like a month and a half wait for every interview, which was crazy. I don't know how we did that. But it was just so nice reconnecting, and it's always crazy because when we first interviewed him, I never thought, oh yeah, we're gonna talk to this guy in 2 years. About their next record, and we're gonna be bigger, and they're gonna be fucking massive now. Because one of the first things that he said was like, hey, it's been a while, we've both grown like a lot, and I was like, dude, shut up, you're gonna make me cry.
When the artists say that, I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, I did not think when we spoke to you that we would be chatting again, and the fact that we're here and you just said that to me, I gotta go take a walk now. I gotta go take a walk. It's been a long fucking time. I mean, you posted on Sunday. It's 4 years. I had to go back and look, and because I thought 4 years was October 1, because I guess that's like roughly when we did the first episode. No one really knows. But I dug through the chat, and I was like, oh wait. She wasn't kidding.
Yeah, no, I had that shit on my calendar. Fucking year 1 anniversary, I put it on there, and I just have it reoccurring because I'm like, that's one that you can't. And then I have our first episode recording date on the calendar as well. It'll when it pops up,
October-ish.
It's somewhere. I think it's like no, actually, I think it's like the 27th of September.
Real? Well, yeah,
everybody when we recorded it.
Everybody forgets about the secret. Episode 0 that is on,
I wasn't even in it.
That is on a hard drive somewhere. Me and a dude that I've never spoken to in my life. We did a 15-minute podcast together. I'd never spoken to this dude in my life.
Never. And that was the last time you spoke to
Yeah.
him as well. Never fucking spoke to him again. That shit was
And just so
bad.
everybody knows, this podcast wasn't my idea. It was originally Glory's.
It was my idea, but I was
And
like,
I was
"That's
the
a
one that
good
got
thing."
stuck talking to the guy I'd never met before.
And I was friends with the guys.
No one else fucking. We had like 17 people in this podcast at that point, and the only person that knew this person was Glory. And I was the one that got stuck with him on a Friday night talking about fucking Lord only knows what.
Fucking Panic at the Disco and shit. I don't fucking know. That was like the big band. And yeah, no, that shit was funny.
Yeah.
That shit was funny as hell. But you did it. Episode 0. Episode 1 was a shit show. That was bad. I don't want to think about that anymore.
Gotta fucking get rid of season 1. It's gotta disappear.
Remove it. Season 2 will now become season 1.
Yeah.
Take down our first interview too. I'm sorry, Drive Kid. I can't have that
They
shit
like
up there
cats or
anymore.
dogs. Not to go off on a tangent, but
No.
Glory got me going because we didn't shout out the 4 years of the top of the episode.
Yeah. Happy 4 years. Good noise.
Hell yeah. I did text
Still doing
Glory
it.
though. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn, dude, it's been a long time. She was like, yeah, I know. I was like, all right,
like,
cool.
oh,
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I was like, okay, cool. Did you get back to that yet? Anyways, happy 4 years, good noise. Thank you, Robin, for bringing that up. We love you. We love Resolve. I love this album. We love this album. See you in 2
See you in 2 years, yeah. We'll still be
Oh,
doing
yeah.
this. I don't know.
Still be doing it. Olivia Rodrigo dropped her new album, Guts. Okay. I was like the #1 hater last year for that other record because I mean I feel like it was fair. Album was not good. I
Yeah.
still stand by that. I haven't re-listened to it because I'm not gonna go that far. Sorry. I wasn't a big fan. This album, still the opener, I hated. I was like, oh god, this is gonna be like not good again. I feel like sonically, like genre-wise, it's a step in the right direction.
Mhm.
I feel like this is her fucking genre. This is where she needs to stay. Well, stay, she's young. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. I really liked I think it was like Teenage Dream or something. It was a really fucking sad song. It was Teenage Dream. It was the closer. That was one of the songs where I was like, oh shit, this is a good record. I'll give her that. I was just other than the singles and the closer, I couldn't really come out with anything else other than no, this is a good genre change for her, but none of the songs really stuck for me. I feel like if this was released back in like 2018, I would be like fucking #1 Olivia Rodrigo fan. But for this new generation of alt kids, this album is a fucking perfect gateway album. So I'm happy this generation finally has that fucking pop person doing alt shit. Alt loosely. I mean, it's just a pop rock album.
Mhm.
I feel like this is going to open a lot of eyes to, I liked that guitar. Let's see what else has guitar. And then you're listening to fucking Slipknot in a month.
I don't know about that.
The pipeline is real. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this album does for the alternative community because this is a hell of a lot better than whatever the fuck MGK is doing.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of had a similar feeling to you. I know we both didn't like the last album, Sour. I would just like to shout out, though, the fact that her tour is not even on sale yet, and 16 more dates were already added. That is just insane.
It's fucking crazy.
Personally,
She doesn't feel that big, in my opinion. I always forget about her. I'm sorry. That's not in like a mean way. It's just when she released the fucking, I didn't hear any of the singles coming up. I just saw the album was added to the playlist, and I was like, holy shit, I forgot about Olivia Rodrigo.
the way I like that we cover Olivia Rodrigo is just like the album starts, like the rollout, and it's like we'll just catch it at the actual album because it's just like we're not big enough fans, but she's a big enough artist, and we cover this genre when it's like an artist that we like or the artist is big enough where it's like let's just talk about it because there's a gap. She's bridging the gap between the pop and the alt, so it makes sense to talk about it. So
It'd be weird if we
I knew
didn't
it was
talk about
coming, but I hadn't actually like sat down and listened to any of the singles. Like I had heard the clips on TikTok and when they have viral sounds and all that shit. But yeah, but just wanted to shout that out. And I think part of why she doesn't feel so big is because Sour came out. She didn't do a huge tour off of it. I mean, they were fucking theaters. They're like 3,000 cap, these fucking things.
Weird as fuck.
And then just like disappeared. Like she just
Okay, so she did fall off the face of the
She
earth.
did just like
That wasn't just
fall
me.
off into the ether, and
Okay, good.
you know, she came back, and now we're here, and the tour is huge. And personally, I think it should be a mix of fucking arenas and stadiums, because how impressive would it be if, like, instead of
Her
Madison Square
second
Garden 4, I feel like it's going to be even more than 4 times though. Sold out.
Mm.
I feel like there's more dates that are going to get added because it's
Oh.
that the last leg. It's the last shows in the first leg of. I think so. No, maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. There's a gap there. There's a gap because
Yeah,
the tour. Whoever thought it was a good idea to do one leg US and then go overseas and then come back and do more US, I totally missed there was a Philly date on the poster, because I was like, oh, okay, there's cities I couldn't pronounce on this poster. Now I can stop reading it. And then I went to go sign up for Verified Fan because I was like, why the fuck not? And I was like, where the fuck did Philly come from, and why is it the first date in July?
Oh my god. The fuck, July 2024?
Yeah, because she's got April or March, April in North America, and then May, June in overseas, Europe.
Yeah.
And then July starts back up the US. I don't fucking know, but I just think that there's going to be more Madison Square Garden dates. I know like 4 sold out dates. Madison Square Garden is cool, but like what if 1 or 2 sold out dates at MetLife Stadium where there's 60,000 people there? I mean, she's gonna do.
You might want to listen to her.
She's gonna do 80,000 people right now with those 4 dates. So it's not half bad. I mean, I know those shows are gonna sell out.
Oh yeah, which is just fucking crazy, man. Again, in my head, she's just not that big.
Yeah. It was funny
but
when
she's like fucking
I said something in our group chat. I was like, "Oh my god, she's added 16 new dates to her tour already." And Casey was like, "Yeah, because she's the biggest artist in the world right now." I was like, "I know that, asshole."
And I was like, "She is." It's just so fucking crazy to me. These Disney girls are fucking crazy, man.
I know.
Ariana Grande, fucking Miley Cyrus ass, fucking Selena Gomez ass. What the hell's going on?
Enough oogling about how massive this tour is going to be. That's the only reason why I want to attend, because I just know it's going to be huge. Like I just want to be part of this. Like I feel like big moment, like human history. I don't know.
I just want to be included.
Yeah. Like, I saw ticket prices. They weren't too bad. Like $100. It's not terrible
for nosebleeds.
I mean, they weren't the greatest seats in the world, but like I paid
behind the stage.
No, I paid a lot more for these fucking Fall Out Boy tickets, and they're not nosebleeds, but they're in that 200 level. Let me tell you,
they're like 2 rows, 2 rows fucking in front of nosebleeds.
Yeah, they were expensive.
That's fair.
But the record itself, not a fan of All American Bitch.
Oh my god!
People were oogling over the fact that she yells in the song, and I'm like, okay, why does she sound like she's throwing a temper tantrum right now?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
No, that I was not a fan of that. I did not realize that opened the record. I obviously knew it was on there. Did not know it would open it. Was not a fan of that one. The Grudge.
Yeah, look at the fucking.
Yes, The Grudge. Sounded like Driver's License Part 2.
Oh my god, yeah. And then there was another one that sounded like it. I was like making the bed, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, but that song, I made a mental note of it because like I got to talk about this on the podcast. Like,
of course.
I don't know. I don't know about that idea. Like, I know why. I know exactly why they did that.
She has to.
Yeah, but like, come on, just like let Driver's License be the Driver's License moment. And like, let's grow on
you
that.
You have Vampire.
Not just like, I know. Not just like continue to make the same song again, because we don't want to fall into that cycle. But I liked the songs. I liked the album. In its entirety, I liked it.
Yeah.
But I did not love it. Because I felt like a lot of the lyrics, like there were a lot of lyrics on this record where I was just like, what the fuck are you like? Why did you say it
what
like
are you
that?
Saying?
Why did you write it like that?
Yeah.
Like there was a lyric on there, something about 2 + 2 = 5, and then like
I fucking because she was like, if 2 + 2 = I was like, what are you? I thought she was gonna say
if 2 + 2 = 4, then we're connected or some shit. I don't
some cutesy fuck. But then it was just like, what are you? You lost me. Like, you fucking lost me. Yeah, that was near the end of the record. I'm pretty sure that was like
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
closer, I think.
It started to really teeter off for me at the end there because we got past the singles, we got past like the front loaded part because the front part of the record, albeit still not a huge fan of the lyricism in it, was solid, and there weren't a ton of moments in that part of the record where I was like, oh, what the fuck is going on? Like I was sitting there, I was like, I like this. Like it's not
What
it's
does
not
this
bad.
lyric mean?
Yeah. But then we started to trickle on towards the end. We got the 2 + 2 = 5 lyric. We got Driver's License Part 2. And by the end, I was just like, you had a great thing going. I mean, the singles on this album are incredible. That's why they were the singles. They're catchy as fuck. But there are also songs on the back half of the album that were not singles for that reason.
They will not make it onto the set list.
No. But I think that overall it was a solid sophomore album. I mean, you know, biggest artist in the world. I know that's crazy to keep thinking about and keep saying, but
biggest artist in the world?
One of. And right now I would argue, you know, that is active at this very moment, probably the biggest one, because besides Taylor Swift, she's doing whatever the fuck she wants to do.
I was gonna say, like Taylor Swift and The Weeknd, I would say are like the.
But The Weeknd, he's fucking like touring Australia or some shit right now. Let him have his moment.
He is.
I don't even know what the fuck he's doing right now. He's talking about like just going by his name now. Abel, I don't know.
Abel,
let him do whatever the fuck he wants.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let him do whatever he wants. And Taylor Swift is just putting out the albums, her version. Those albums were huge, so of course her version is going to be huge. I mean, what might be the biggest artist in the world, but. Her and The Weeknd, number 1 and number 2. But I'm talking active artists that are putting out an album right now, and in the midst of an album cycle, a new album. She is number 1.
I'll give her that. Yeah.
But yeah, a solid debut, solid sophomore, and I know that, you know, there was a lot riding off of that debut. You know, it's got to be hard to follow up that album, and I think that she did a fantastic job at following it up. It wasn't a sleeper or anything like that, so I'll give her that. I liked the album, you know, didn't love it, but I liked it.
It's 100% a step up from the last one, and I won't be mad hearing any of these songs on the radio. If I hear them, I'll be like, okay, you know, because it's still alternative, so it's like, okay, you know, I could still fucking fuck with the drums, I could still fuck with the guitar. And but yeah, I think it's good. Yeah,
there was definitely maturity, there was definitely growth, and it all comes through on this record. So, you know, if you weren't a fan of the first one like we were, still give this one a spin. And you know your thoughts might be the same, you know, because there are some moments on here, but
again, lyrically not the strongest, but give her time. I don't know, she's still a kid.
Yeah, I'm not ready to write her off yet because she's like our age. So it's like
literally
she's actually she's again one of the biggest artists in the world in the spotlight of billions of people. So like I'm not ready to write her off just yet. I'll give her another record or two. You know, she's still living life. Like she's 20.
Exactly. She barely has shit to write about right now. She's fucking a baby. So
Motionless in White dropped the deluxe edition of their album Scoring the End of the World. Got 2 new songs, got a new mix of Time Bomb, and then got Porcelain, and this was just Ricky's version of the motion picture collection. It was just him doing the vocals. I was glad to not see any sort of live tracks on this deluxe edition, as much as I would have killed for some Motionless in White live tracks. I do love that band a lot. No live tracks, thank God. The 2 songs off this, the deluxe, the new ones, we'll start there. Awesome, amazing, incredible. And here's why I think that, because I was listening to them again and again and again, and I was like, these songs have something in common that the rest of the songs on the album don't. And it's the fact that it doesn't have that. It's got like older Motionless sound, and this new album definitely went in like the Octane-ish sector. Like I love this band to death, don't get me wrong, but like Scoring the End of the World is not the Motionless album. I know it's the one that blew them up, but it's like when I want to listen to Motionless, this is not the album I go for. But I also forget how many great songs are on here, but there are just I am just a big fan of the other ones.
This is the one that blew him up, really?
Yeah.
I thought the
Oh,
last one
yeah.
was the one with the fucking reincarnate. No,
Well,
not re. Sorry, that's an old ass one.
brand,
The fucking
with brand new numb.
yeah.
Yeah. That album definitely put them on the map. But this is the one that came out during Trinity of Terror. So like they
That's
went
gonna
from
be the big one.
they went from 2,000 cap to 4,000
15,000
cap by
cap.
themselves.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and they announced that show at the TLA today. It's 1,000 cap in Philly, and people on the Facebook group were like, if you're not there at 10 a.m. tomorrow, you're not fucking getting into this. And it's like 2 years ago, you wouldn't have been saying that about the band. Like,
No.
But anyways, those two songs, I was a big fan of them because they had that older emotionless tinge, not like shit has changed drastically from the last record to this one, but there was definitely a sonic shift throughout the record that didn't come through on these two songs. Time Bomb, it was just a mix that was more in line with the rest of the new album. It was fine. And Porcelain, I understand that it was Ricky's version, but I do think that a full band version of this kind of motion picture collection with Chris and everybody that's on the song singing, Ricky included, obviously, would have been fucking crazy, because that song is certainly gut wrenching. But I like their motion picture collection songs. We talk about them, how great they are. So it was cool. But yeah, I like it. I like the songs.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really gain anything from oh, damn. But again, I haven't really revisited the last album. I loved the album. Like first couple listens, I loved it. But to me, it just didn't have the replay value that I wanted. I still revisit Slaughterhouse, obviously, because that's the fucking craziest song on the album. I don't know. I listened to them like twice, maybe 3 times. I just listened to the new songs, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know. I understand why they weren't put on the album, in my opinion. Doesn't really fit. They sound like B-sides. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Motionless, I love you. Chris, I fucking love you. And also he has new hair. I fucking love his new hair a lot, actually.
Hair.
It's purple spiky hair. Fuck yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just need to listen to them a little bit more. I think they're probably going to be the next band that I deep dive into. Don Broco's the one right now. I think I'm going to try and like fit Motionless in. But yeah, I don't know. I think I need to let it grow, because right now it was just kind of like a listen, and I was like, okay, it's Motionless. I don't know. I'm kind of sad about it.
I'll send you my Motionless recommendation. You're gonna love it. You know what it is?
What is it?
It's gonna be their full discography in a playlist. You're gonna start from the top.
Send that shit over.
You're gonna start from the top and go all the way down to the end.
I'm gonna be like, wow, no, this is a great playlist. This is a great recommendation.
Wow. I really picked the best songs to send to Glory.
This guy's good taste.
I'll send you my starter pack.
It's fucking 12-hour playlist. My god. Hawthorne Heights dropped a new EP, Lost Lights. Why the fuck did I make the color like that? That's gray. Oh my god.
This EP was solid. The singles were definitely the heavier songs on there. There was some screaming, and I was hoping that would carry through the full EP. And the last song on the EP brings back that screaming that you hear in the first 2 songs. But there are the tracks 3 and 4 are more of like what we get from Hawthorne Heights, and that's why like the first single off this EP like blew me the fuck away. But overall, I thought it was a solid EP, and I'm stoked on this. I just wish that all of the songs had screaming in them, but that's okay.
Exactly. Note for the future, guys. More screaming, please. This EP to me is fucking leagues above, ahead, fucking better than the last thing that they put out. I believe it was a full length. Yeah. Wasn't the biggest fan on that. And it hurt me to say that I wasn't the biggest fan, because I don't know, Hawthorne Heights in my head is like, you have to like this band. You have to like this band. And I was like, I don't like it. Yeah, exactly. It's like fucking Hawthorne Heights. Everyone knows that name. Wasn't a fan. This EP, I fuck with this EP hard. This shit was good. It was an easy listen. It was cohesive. Sounded good. I liked all the tracks. I didn't have a moment where I was like, oh, no, Hawthorne Heights, no. I was like, yeah, this shit fucking bangs. I'm going to revisit it for sure. Because now I have a Hawthorne Heights collection of songs that I could be like, oh no, I love Hawthorne Heights. What do you like? I like the new EP. So I have stuff to say now. I'm excited. I'm so excited, guys. This is huge for me. This is big.
Grayscale dropped their new single, Not Afraid to Die. Dude, shit rips. Don't give me that
fan.
one.
I wasn't a fan. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't like this song. The lyrics were a little like off.
That's what I expect from Colin Patrick Walsh. I don't know.
Like, don't say that. He's gonna take offense to that. I'm sorry, Colin. I wasn't a fan of the lyrics on this one. Just the song overall, it just felt a little disconnected for me. Something about it just felt off. But I mean, I still fucking love Grayscale.
Yeah.
It's just this one just wasn't a hit for me.
Yeah. Fair enough. I guess I'll give you it.
He's fucking holding his tongue right now. Holy shit. Not My Weekend dropped a new single, Other Side, and then parentheses, break up song. It's with periods after every word.
Yeah.
This song is my favorite so far that they've dropped. They've only dropped 2. This is my favorite out of the 2. Pat has been pushing the fuck out of this song. I feel like it hasn't been as much as their other song, the one with Kellen. But I already fucking know the chorus by heart.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love how this song progresses, how it's slow in the beginning, and then once that fucking second chorus hits, they did so fucking good. Yeah. Pat, you sound fucking amazing on it. Everything about this track is awesome. I love it. And yeah, I love it. I love it so much.
I just want to put it in here so that Pat doesn't text us and be like, what do you mean only 2 songs? There's 3 singles. This is the 3rd one. There's the one we chatted with him about, Knock Me Out, Shut Up, and Other Side.
I'm sorry. I forgot about Shut Up.
It's okay. It's like Knock Me Out got 2 months of promo. Shut Up was put out, and then we all knew it happened, and then it was like, all right, boom, Other Side, because I felt like that promo went on longer than Shut Up did.
I forgot about Shut Up. Yeah, I don't know. I just damn it. I feel like it didn't get as much promo. I think that's why I just completely.
Pat, why just sleep on Shut Up?
Yeah, what the fuck? Let me play that song back.
This song does bang though. I can't even lie.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah. This is probably also my favorite from the rollout thus far, and I'm very stoked to see what comes next. I mean, he did say in the interview if they were touring in the fall, we might have the album by the end of the year, and they are going on tour.
They are.
Congratulations,
so you know what that means,
guys.
Pat? Go see Not My Weekend on tour.
Yep.
Now. With what is it? This Wildlife,
Broadside, and Worry Club.
Crazy fucking tour. Oh my god!
I don't know why you gave the ick. I was like, what do you got?
No, that's good. That means it's good. That means it's good.
I should be going to Philly. Fucking stoked, man. I got it on my calendar. Yeah. Meet Me at the Altar dropped a new single, Strangers. The deluxe edition of the debut album comes out next Friday. This song was actually, honestly, this is the one I probably liked the most out of most of what has happened with this debut album.
Yeah, that's fair. It does have more of that grungy sound, I feel, than all the other stuff that they've recently put out. It's like they heard your cries to go back to fucking, what is it, the chug shit.
We don't need easycore, but the pop shit isn't my favorite.
But it's like they dipped their toe back in it. There weren't any chug riffs, but there was a tinge of alt there. Fucking loved it. I don't know. I love Meet Me at the Altar. Wish I was able to see you guys, but traffic fucked that up. So I'm gonna just still tell people that I saw you guys live and that you guys killed it. But yeah, I love this song. I love Meet Me at the Altar. Malthika and Sophie Powers dropped a new single, Sirens. Crazy ass combo. Didn't see this shit coming, and I had to do a double take when I saw it on the playlist. Great song. I think fucking Sophie fits this shit perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Sophie's vocals on this actually reminded me of Royal and the Serpent. This entire song actually reminded me of Royal and the Serpent because it's that eerie kind of fucking I'm watching you from a dark corner like fucking vibe. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I don't know. I fuck with it hard. I love this song. I love Malthika, and Sophie Powers is cool as hell. So it's a great combo. Didn't see it coming though, but happy it happened.
This song fucking rips. It was actually produced by Lynn Gunn, Paris.
The fuck? The hell is going on in that studio?
You missed that little part of the promotion there.
Yes. Oh my god. I didn't see any promotion for this. I only just saw it on the playlist because I follow fucking all of those people. I don't know how I missed that.
But yeah, no, this song fucking rips. I've been streaming it quite a lot. It's, you know, the precursor to what is going to be the next album. You know, she's in the midst of working on the visual album right now. Been posting teasers and shit. 12 music videos for 12 songs on the album. Gonna be crazy. Looking forward to presumably what will be 2024. Looking forward to 2024 for more Mothika. New Mothika album. America Part 2 dropped a new single, Outside, announced a new album, self-titled, coming out October 13th. Friday the 13th it comes out. For those of you that don't know, I work with AP2 at my job. You know, the typical
like
plug, the typical plug of I work with AP2 at my job.
I unfortunately work with America Part 2.
Not gonna bore everybody, but go pre-save the album, go listen to the song. It's very good. Guys. This album fucking rips. I gotta send it to Glory. She hasn't heard it yet, but
please do. Yeah,
but yeah, actually. The album rips. It's not out yet though, so you're gonna have to wait another month before you can hear the ripper. But this single is awesome. I do like it a lot. And I'm stoked for everybody to hear the album Friday the 13th next month.
Absolutely. I feel like I say this every time they put out a new single, but it's like this is like my favorite thing that they've put out. I don't know. It feels like their vision of like what they want to sound like is getting clearer and clearer. Because before it was a little grungy, a little fucking garage rock. I don't know if that's the right one, where it's kind of just noisy in the best way, but it's just, I feel like their production is getting better, their sound is getting better, and just the vocals are getting better. It's just seeing the fucking evolution is so cool. So fucking cool. But yeah.
Hell yeah.
Love this track. Can't wait to hear the album before Friday the 13th.
True.
See Space Cowboy and Nothing Nowhere dropped a new single, Rhythm and Rapture. This is a funky little groovy ass song. Didn't expect that with the Nothing Nowhere feature. I love See Space Cowboy. I love anything that they do. Great song, honestly, fucking great. I didn't hate the Nothing Nowhere feature, so
neither did I. Yeah,
we're doing good, guys. This is new territory for me.
I thought this song was solid. I'm with Glory. I did not hate the Nothing Nowhere feature. I thought he added to the song. And overall, I'm stoked on this. You know, single 2 now. We're closing in here. Hopefully an album announcement soon for See You Space Cowboy. Code Orange dropped new single Mirror. New album comes out at the end of the month on the 29th. I am not a fan of this song.
No, it's slow as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing over there. I mean, I'm not gonna write off the album yet. I'm not gonna do that.
I am. No.
I'm not gonna write the album off yet, because you know the rest of the songs have all been a little bit more in that Code Orange-esque. I mean, they're definitely moving into a little bit more of a mainstream kind of sound. It's, you know, the 2020 album is when you compare those songs to the songs that are out thus far, are like kind of two different bands at certain points.
The same band. Yeah.
But I've enjoyed those songs, and but this one I'm just, you know, this is we're gonna see how this is in the context of the album.
The first time I listened to this, I was like, am I listening to the right song? And then I re-listened to the singles again, and I was like, no, this is Code Orange. I remember when I was like nervous to listen to Code Orange. Not like nervous, but like, you know, this shit's gonna hurt my ears, it's gonna hurt my brain. But now I'm just like, guys, what's going on here? What happened to the Code Orange that I knew? I don't give a fuck. You guys can evolve all you want. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But just not a fan. Not a fan. Also, in my opinion, not single material. Feels like a deep cut. Just a strange pick for a single, but that's cool. Bad Sons dropped a new single, The One I Used to Love. I don't know why I had a little bit of a struggle reading that. The One I Used to Love. Fucking love Bad Sons. Fucking, we spoke to fucking Bad Sons a while back.
Yeah, about the last album.
Cool as hell. Yeah, it was cool as hell. I love this track. I don't really have anything else to say about it.
Yeah. This album, single rocks. Hoping that you know, hopefully it's single one off an album. They're out on tour right now with the band Camino, which is fucking huge. But I'm very stoked. This song rips. Another banger from Bad Sons.
Another banger.
Wargasm, UK, and Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit.
What the fuck?
Dropped an absolute ripper of a single, Bang Your Head. I have been so excited for this song since they announced the album and the track list was dropped with it, and I was like, they got a fucking Freddie D feature on here, dude. This is gonna go crazy, dude. I love this fucking song. I've been on like a Wargasm kick because that band is fucking incredible, but this song is so good. I mean, Fred, he comes in there, no fucks given, delivers it Fred style. It's so fucking good. It's so good.
Yeah. He works so fucking well in this song. I'm surprised they haven't done more songs together because this song was made for Fred Durst to be on it.
Yeah.
It feels so fucking natural that if you told me that they wrote this song together, I'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because there's always a little disconnect. There's always a little sneaking suspicion like, oh, you asked them after the song was made to come on the song. Mm-hmm. This one, it's too clean. It's too clean. He was in that studio with you guys. I know he was fucking in that studio with you guys.
Yeah.
Crazy song. Loved the song. He matched the energy. And then because Fred came in like towards the middle.
Yeah.
Right? And then they switched back to I believe male vocalist, I think. And when they fucking switched back to the original vocals, I was like, oh, because he was like, wait, let's run this shit back. I was like, what? I was like, oh wait, don't do it. It was, oh my god.
Yeah.
I love this track. I love this track so much.
You can't hate a song with Fred Durst on it.
No, you can't.
No, you can, and I will tell you.
No, I'm fucking kidding. I love you, Fred Durst. Love you, man. Oh, fucking awesome guy. Fucking crazy. His fucking history is crazy. Every time,
dude. The new metal moments.
It's all Fred Durst.
It's all Fred Durst, and it's always shit that I never knew. So I just feel like I have to tell everybody about it.
Because it's fucking uncovering history that it's like there's no way that's possible. But then there's always been fucking like video evidence of it happening.
Like, everything that happened between like 1999 and 2001 somehow involved Fred Durst.
Some fucking way. He fucking dated like the biggest person at the time. He was fucking blowing up boats and shit. I don't fucking know what's going on with that man. It's crazy how he's fucking walking around now. Just like he didn't do that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that guy. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he's incredible.
Fucking awesome, man. Nox dropped a new single, Man Down. Fuck you, Nox. I love this track. You're doing too good. You're scaring me.
Yeah.
Because that last track, but this is a different vibe. And I love it. But it's just, I don't know. I got the bug now. I got the Nox bug where it's just anytime I listen to it, fucking 5 seconds in, no joke. I was like, he did it again.
He did do
it again. I
was
just mad. I was mad because I was like, now this is going to be the song that I have on repeat for like a week.
Yeah, he did it again. This song's awesome. He announced his new EP. It comes out, I believe October. I could be wrong though. Just like, caught it in passing. But song fucking rips. Stoked to see what is coming off of this EP. The rest of it.
Absolutely.
Icy Stars dropped their new single, Are We Even? The first E in even is a 3.
3 then.
But the reception to this song that I've seen publicly is very mixed because basically everything that has come out, the what is presumably going to be the new record has not been what they were doing before they went into hibernation, which was very experimental. Whoa. It fit the times.
Yeah.
Shocker. This music is a little bit more mature because it's been like 6 years.
Because they grew up.
I'm still, my favorite song of the bunch so far is Anomaly, but getting to hear this song live shortly after it came out, it just fits a live setting so well because it is so big sounding.
Yeah.
It didn't really click for me. Like when I was just listening to it ahead of the show, I was like, this song is fine. But after hearing it live, now I hear it and I hear it in a completely different light because it's just, it just sounded so fucking big. And when I saw them, so I would have to say that I like the song. I understand people's gripes because it was not my favorite when I first heard it. I was like, what the fuck, why is this the single? But like live, I get it. If that was the determining factor, I get it.
Yeah, Absolutely. I wish I could experience. Damn. Oh my god. I wish I could experience all the songs that I'm like, I don't really know about this one live for the first time, because live always bumps it up. It either bumps it up or makes it worse.
Yeah.
And I feel like listening to this song, I can absolutely see that it would be better live. I thought it was fine. Honestly, I don't have any complaints for it, but I feel bad for those bands that go into hibernation and then come back like, it's just like 7-8 years later. And people are just hating on them. Like, you expect a band that fucking went into hibernation almost a decade ago to come back and sound exactly the same.
I think you'd be mad.
It makes no fucking sense. Just listen to their old shit if you want the old shit.
Yeah.
The new shit's there.
They're
Listen to it or not.
They're gonna play plenty of the old shit. I mean, they've only got 3 new songs out right now. They play plenty of the old shit, and if they headline, they don't have. There's only gonna be enough new shit to fit like 45 minutes, and they're probably gonna play at least an hour. So like, you got at least 15 minutes there that they gotta fill if they play the whole album.
Exactly, they play the whole album, which is very unlikely. So I think you guys are gonna. Cope
I think we'll be all right.
I
think we'll be all right.
I think it'll be fine. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Broadside and Devin from. Oh my god. Honey Revenge. Oh my god, my brain fucking, I had it and I was like, oh, I love this. Dropped a new single, Lucid. Hell fucking yeah. I love Broadside. I fucking love Honey Revenge. Love Devin specifically because we spoke to Devin a little bit ago. Not about this track, obviously, about their record. Crazy song. I love both these bands, love both these people. Fucking Ollie, awesome guy. Thumbs up from me. Yeah, love the track. Genuinely, yeah.
Yeah, this song is fucking crazy. New album got announced. Comes out in November. Very excited for that. And yeah, this song fucking rips. Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Late Waves dropped a new single, Frog. As I've said every single time I work with Late Waves, you know, the whole spiel. New album comes out next Friday. Self-titled album. You can go pre-order the record.
Good as hell.
Yes. Pre-order it, pre-save it, buy tickets to the album release show next month, all that fun shit. You can find it over on the band socials. Now that the plugging's out of the way, this song is a ripper. A lot of people have been excited for it. The response has been very good, and the music video is fun. Frog.
Oh, I need to see the music video. I love frogs, so I should have a great time with it. Yeah, this is awesome. I liked it at first because I was listening. I've heard so I've heard the song, and then I hated it on 5th listen. No, I was listening to it again today, and I had it. You're gonna fucking crucify me. I had it on my phone speaker because I was walking around.
I don't care.
I thought because I was giving you shit.
I am the one that does it all the time.
I know. I'm a hypocrite. But I was listening to it and my brother fucking loved the song. He was like, dude, this song fucking rocks. And I was like, I know.
Stream Late Waves.
I know. I'm going to fucking tell him. I'm going to be like, stream Late Waves, by the way. But that really solidified, like, yeah, okay. So my brother, who doesn't really listen to this music, fucking loves this song. That just shows, like, this is a good ass song. It's a good ass band. Solid shit. I'm very, very excited to see how the album release goes because shit's really good.
We're less than 2 weeks out now. It's crunch time now.
I know, man. Good luck. Good luck, brother. Shallow Pools dropping a new single, Golden. Shallow Pools, I love you. This song is amazing. Yes. I love just automatically. I know when Shallow Pools is playing, it's like my ears perk up and I'm like, oh my God, I know that voice. I know that's a little voice.
Yeah, the song is solid. Probably my favorite thus far off of the album. Because the album comes out in October. The singles that we've heard so far, probably my favorite. Very excited for the full album, and stoked to see what is going to become of that.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Vendu dropped a new single, Am I the Only One? I like this song, but we still got the Sounds Like Corey Taylor syndrome. I know it's his kid, but
yeah,
I just have
Calm
to
down
say
a little
it.
Bit. Yeah. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Knight Rider dropped a new single, Nemesis. I love you, Knight Rider. Woo!
Yeah.
I love this song. I love this little band, this cute fucking little band. Awesome people. Great ass song. They announced their fucking record, full length. I'm so excited.
November 3rd.
They've had that shit recorded for a while because I spoke to Pat. I told you I spoke to Pat for a little bit. It's like, dude, when the fuck did you get the time to do that? He's like, it's been done. I'm like, what do you mean it's been done? Dude, fuck this guy. I love him. I love him so much. Great single. Come on the podcast so I can hear the full record.
So true. The Citizen dropped a new single, When I Let You Down. Was not a fan of this one. Usually a fan of what Citizen does. Was not a fan of this one. A little too repetitive for my liking.
While She Sleeps dropped a new single, Self-Help. Like self-help, but without the P, you replace P with another L, so it's self-help.
Yeah.
I thought that was clever. It was fine.
Yeah, they announced a new record. It comes out in March of next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a long time from now.
God fucking damn! Why would you announce that?
I don't know.
God.
That's a ballsy move there. First drop. Album slated for March. They're like, yeah, fuck it, let's announce it. Not like the biggest fan of the song. I liked it, but I wasn't like in love with it. I've been saying that a lot this episode. It's been a long time. We've been at this for an hour and a half now. But yeah, I like the song. I didn't love it. I'm looking forward to what the rest of the album has in store. We have until March. I'm hoping that it's not like singles every 4 weeks. I'm hoping that we almost like forget about it for a second, and then it's like, oh shit, like there's single number 2 like so 2 months later. Like I'm down for that. But if it's gonna be like a single every month, I'm gonna be aggravated come March. So we're gonna see how that rollout goes.
He's gonna be aggravated. I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, we could go the hot milk way, or we could go like
Haley Williams,
Spotify algorithm loving way, where it's every 2 weeks. So we'll see. Of Virtue dropped a new single, True Colors. Fucking ripper of a song. Very stoked. Album comes out next Friday. We chatted with the band. It's not out yet, but it will be out. And stoked.
Oh my god, that sounded like you had more to say. No, fucking awesome. I love this band. I love this song. Good ass interview. I loved the interview. Can't wait for you guys to see it. Yeah, I don't know. I loved the track. Don Broco dropped a new single, Birthday Party. I'm gonna let you talk.
Yeah, this song was good. And it's fun, and whatever Glory says is wrong, because we kind of talked about this beforehand, and I said that I don't care what your opinion is because it's fun, and that's kind of the point of Don Broco is fun. So the song was fun, and I enjoyed it. They're independent now. Did you know that?
Oh my god, we need to sign them. Good Noise Records is happening now.
Yeah, they're not on Sharptone anymore. It's not my favorite that they've put out, but I liked it. Stoked to see what happens now.
I love this band so much. I was very scared for this song because I have their fucking notifications on, so every time they would promote this fucking song, I'd be like, oh my god, this does not sound good. The fucking teaser clip, I'm sorry, I love you guys, it sounded like shit. And I was like, you're scaring me, because I didn't fucking know what he was saying. And it sounded so cluttered, and it sounded so like badly mixed. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, guys? What are you doing? It scared me because I'm in my fucking Don Broco era right now. Don Broco? I feel like that's the only way to pronounce it. Yeah. I listened to it. I've had it on loop for the entire day. So you're safe. I love this track a lot, actually.
Then why the fuck did you scare me like that?
Because it was fun. It was fun.
All right, guys. Well, now I quit. So you know how we said earlier we're gonna be doing this 2 years from now, and now we're not doing this anymore.
That's it. Yeah, no, the fucking podcast is over. I fucking love this track. I love everything about it. Teaser clip. I guess it's just hard to tease a Don Broco clip because you need to listen to the entire song to understand what's actually happening. I don't know. It's a great follow-up to their album. It's a great first single. I'm pretty sure an album's coming. Fingers crossed, please, guys. It's coming up on, I think, 2 years since the last record. Yeah. Crazy record. I love it. This song, oh my god, I love it so much. I love the dual vocals. I love everything about Don Broco. You guys are fucking crazy. Come on the podcast.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Invent Animate dropped their new single, Heavener, which is like what was supposed to be the title track off their album Heavener. We did chat with them about that. It's out now. Yep. I was very confused when they started teasing this because I was under the impression that there was a title track on the album. Like, I don't know what kind of Mandela effect is going on over there, but I was convinced that there was a title track on the record. So
I was like, confused when I saw it. I was like, wait, didn't...
I was like, why is everybody getting so excited? It's just going to be a music video. Shut up.
Like, calm down, guys.
and a song came out. Like someone sent a Spotify link to Heavener in a Discord I'm in, and I'm like, yo, what the? And why is the cover art different? And then it was like a single, and then I go on Twitter and they're like, what was supposed to be the title track for the album is out now. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
What do you mean? No, so, it was confusing as fuck.
Yeah, so the Mandela Effect got me on that one because I'm still convinced there was a title track on the album. Apparently there wasn't. Yeah. But I like the song. You know, I do think it's a little strange that the song, you know, whatever the reason may be that it didn't make the record in time. But they're also starting a tour very, very soon, their first headlining tour here in the US. And I'm disappointed that I can't go because the venue's showing on Plus. But it
won't be after your birthday?
Nah, it's in October.
Damn.
They got
just
me.
Missed you.
They got me, yeah.
That sucks.
But I will be catching them next time, and you know I like the song though. It was pretty good.
Yeah, good ass song. Mandela Effect fucking hit me too because I was like, when I saw it, I was like, they literally was this not on? Is this like a different version? Is this an alternative version? And then I looked at the album and I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? It fucking freaked me out for a little bit, but it was really good. It was. I mean, I like them, so I'm gonna fucking like this. Beartooth and Hardy dropped a new single, "The Better Me." Beartooth, you're scaring me. I liked the Sunshine song, and I'm holding on to that. I'm holding on to that song for dear life. The album has to be good. It's Beartooth. The album has to be good.
They got like 1.5 good songs so far, and the one full song that was good was Doubt Me.
We're not even going to talk about I Think I Like Myself or whatever.
Might Love Myself, and this one too. We're not going to talk about that one either.
No.
I saw that this collab got announced, and you know, of course, they're on Twitter. They're like, "Oh my god, it's going to be the first Beartooth collab." And I'm like, "With this fucking dude? With
this
Hardy?
Is the one that we chose?"
Yeah.
I mean, no offense, but also.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of what they're doing on this song. And it's making me a little nervous because I feel like I've had more moments on this podcast where I'm not a fan of what you guys are doing on this whatever song than holy shit, I am so excited moments for this new record. So I'm holding out hope that, you know, in the context of the album, that there's going to be just absolute rippers in between the singles and that it's all going to be good and golden.
It's all going to be okay.
But we're gonna see, because right now this song right here it's my least favorite by far off this, especially like coming off the high that was Doubt Me, like getting me so fucking amped for the album, because like Might Love Myself, which is what they announced the record off of, was like not my favorite song. It was easily my least favorite of the what was going to be the 3 singles at the time. And then Doubt Me comes out, and it's just like, oh yeah, man, we are back in fucking business.
We're so back, baby.
We are back in fucking business. And this song, and I'm just like, eesh.
No, we're not back. We're not back in business.
We are right back where, you know, but we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. I'm gonna hold out hope.
You're scaring me, Beartooth. You're really scaring me.
We'll see what happens with this album. But that is all the topics we have today. You can follow us on Twitter. It's _noise_cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Every audio streaming service ever, Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com, and Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Gloria's got your Patreon supporters, Twitch subs, and your important plugs. And then we're gonna sign off.
Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric. And thank you to our Twitch subs, Coaster Lover, Buzz Lightskin, Matt, again from Pulses. Thank you, Matt. Sam and Zari. Thank you again, Zari. Thank you to everyone that supports us. We appreciate you a lot. Thank you. Yes. Important plugs, Black Lives Matter, Stop Asian Hate, Trans Rights or Human Rights, be a fucking decent person. It shows. If you're a fucking security guard, be a decent person. I know you have to be like big and strong and mean, but maybe don't be an ass on top of that. You can be big, strong, and mean, but not an asshole. There's balance. There's balance to it. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I have been Shane.
I've been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.